Okay, so hello everyone. Here we would like to present our works about the analysis of question items on the test. But before that, I would like to introduce my group members. There are four people. So the first presenter is me, Jenny Sayari Cynthia, and the second is Arina Putri. The third presenter is Ayu Krishna, and the last is Tia Mahayoni. Okay, without any further ado, here I would like to explain the steps about the analysis. The first is score the test and then arrange the scores from the highest to lowest. The second, get the top 27% the upper group and below 27% of lower group of the examinees. The third, count the number of examinees in the upper group or PT and the lower group or PB who got each item correct. And the fourth step is compute for the difficulty index of each items. And then the last steps is compute the discrimination index. So this is a measure of how well an item is able to distinguish between examinees who are knowledge and those who are not. Okay, the next will continue by Arina. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Janisa for the time that you've given to me. My name is Arina. I will explain about the formula and also the interpretations and of course the result. So in formula, there is a difficulty index and discriminations index. So in difficulty index, you need to put the upper group plus a lower group and divide it with n. N is the total of the examined. And in discrimination index, you also need to put the upper group minus lower group and divide it also with n. N is the number of examined in each group. So in interpretations and difficulty index, there are three steps. It is 0.00 until 0.24 is very difficult, and 0.25 until 0.75 is the average, and 0.76 until 1.0 is very easy. In discriminations index, there are 0.19 until below is per item, and 0.20 until 0.29 is marginal item, 0.30 until 0.39 is reasonable good, and 0.40 until above is very good. So this is the result of a test given to a total of 10 students. So here n is 10. 10 is the total of students, okay? So part of multiple choices with 4 choices is n equal the upper group equal the lower group equal 27% of the total of students. So n equal 0.27 times 10 equal 2.73. So that's all about the formula, interpretations, and also the result. So for the next material and explanations, we'll explain by Dayu. For Dayu, the time is yours. Thank you.
Hello, thank you for the time that already given to me. I'm Trishna. Today I would like to continue the presentation from our group, and in this good occasion I would like to convey the computation or the table of item analysis that I made before. But before that, I will explain to you what the meaning of the table we have already made before. And I have the number 0 in here. That means students cannot answer the equation correctly, and the number 1 means the students is able to answer the question correctly. And in the table that I'm using in here, I put the test item in row section, and the name of the students that are already symbolized in here, which is A, B, C until J. I put in a column section. So Here the number of the question that I use in our item analysis in here is 20, and the number of students is 10. So in general, I can say that the point we have to remember to add in our table of item analysis is we have to enter the names of the students, which is in this case is 10 students, and the number of the question items, and then we also need to add the score of each student. That means how much the students can answer correct and also not correct. And don't forget to enter the total score for each students, and don't forget also we have to sort the score of the students, in this case the highest until the lowest score from the students itself. And that's also the first step of the item analysis. And in step 2, how we can see the highest to the lowest students above 27 percent and also under 27%, and it is 3. And well, we'll look into the step 3, namely count the number of the examinees in the upper group or PT and the lower group or PB who get each item correct. And actually, our way to determine PT and also PB in here is not too difficult. It is easy, and this is the result of the test given a total of 10 students. We can see the big N, the capital N is total of the students, which is 10 students, and part of multiple choice with 4 choices, and part of multiple choice with 4 choices, and the little n or PT same as PB, 27% of capital N, and itself the little n is 0.27, and it is multiplied by 10, and the result is 2.7, and we can determine it as 3. So we can say that upper group or PT in here and also lower group or PB in here who got each item correct, and we can consider that PT in the top 3 of students itself, and PB is a bottom 3 of all of the students itself. And the result in our item analysis in our table in here, the upper group of the students itself is 2 3 3 3 3 1 3 1 2 2 3 3 2 3 3 3 3 3 0 and 3. That's we got from top 3, yes. And then a lower group we got from bottom 3, which is 0 0 0 0 2 0 1 0 1 0 1 3 3 2 3 0 1 0 0 and 0. Okay, I think that's all from me. The next presentation will be continued by Tia. I'm there, Trishna. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the time that is given to me. So I will explain about the difficulty index, discrimination index, and also the decision of this examination. So in difficulty index, can be very easy, average, and also very difficult. And also in the discrimination index, it can be very good, reasonable, good, marginal item, and or poor item. Based on the scale of the result of the students' answers. So if it was 0.76 until 1.00, it's very easy. The difficulty index is very easy. So if it was 0.25 until 0.75, it is included to be average. The difficulty index is is average. So in our result, our analysis in the first test item, the difficulty index is very difficult because there are only three students that can answer the question correctly. So the upper group can be answered the question. Only two upper group can be answered the questions, and the lower group no one in the lower group can be answered the question. So the difficulty index is 0.2. The difficulty index it can be mentioned 0.2 because the result from the upper group, which is upper group is based on the first three students. It is A, B, C students that can be answered the test number 1. Only 2 students can answer it correctly. So 2 plus the lower group, it is no one can answer it correctly. So 2 plus 2 plus the lower group, upper group plus lower group, and then we divided it 10. So the result is 0.2. It is very difficult. And the discrimination index, it is opposite of the difficulty index. So it is the upper group minus lower group, and then we divided it 10. So the result is 0.2, which is marginal item, and the decision we should do is to revise the item. And then move to the task number 2. The upper group can answer it correctly. So 3 for the 3 point for the upper group, and lower group is 0. And the difficulty index is 0.3, so it is included to be at an average item. The difficulty is average, and the discrimination index is 0.3, which is reasonable good, and the decision is to retain the item. It is the same until the item number 5, and then item number 6. Item number 6, the upper group can only answer the questions, answer it correctly, only one group. So, and the lower group can no one answer it correctly. So the difficulty index is upper group plus lower group and divide to 10 is 0.1, which is included to be difficulty index, very difficult. And the discrimination index is 0.12, and it is included to be poor item. It is poor item because it is 0.19 until below it. So it is included to be a poor item, and the decision we should do is to revise it. And item number 7, it is included to be average because the difficulty index is 0.4 and the discrimination index is 0.2, and it is it included to be marginal item. So the decision we should do is to retain it. And then the next item is item number 8. So the difficulty index is very difficult. Very difficult. Only upper group can only answer it correctly, 1. And the discrimination index it included to be poor item. So the decision we should do is to revise it. It is the same thing for the item number 9, but the difficult index is average because some of students answer it correctly, but we still need to revise it because it is a poor item. And the next one is the item number 10. So it is included to be very difficult. For the difficulty index, it is 0.2, and the discrimination index 0.2. It is included to be marginal item and it to be revised. And item numbers 11, it is included to be average. Also, item number 11 until 18, it is included to be an average item, but the discrimination index is a different. The number 11, it is included to be a marginal item because the discrimination index is 0.2 and we need to retain it. The decision, we need to retain it. And the next one is item number 12 until 16, until 15. I'm sorry. It is included to be a poor item because the discrimination index is below 0.1, so it needs to be revised. And then item number 16, it is included to be average difficulty. The difficulty index is average because the result is 0.3 from the group, from the students, and it is reasonable good, so the decision we should take is retain it. It is same answer with the item number 18, and also the item number 17 but it is the discrimination index is it is concluded to be marginal item, but we should retain it, I think. And then the next is item number 19. The difficulty index is 0, which is very difficult, and discrimination index is 0. It is concluded as poor item and we need to revise it. And 20 items is 0.3, which is average, and the discrimination index is 0.3, which is reasonable good, and it needs to be retained. So that is all about the difficulty index and discrimination index and the decision we should take in this item. Okay, that is all from me about the difficulty index and discrimination index and also the decision. That is all also from our group about the analyzing the items. So that is all. I'm so sorry if there are any mistaken words or something like that. Thank you for the time